Hello people, before we start, long story short, my phone's broken, I can't get onto the Talman account because of the authenticator, so I thought I'd do this instead. Also, I'm doing a 5 million Oldschool Runescape GP giveaway, but it's not the typical kind. To get it, you've got to answer one not so simple riddle that I've created. I'll pin the first coin to get it correct. If you see no pin, there's no correct answer yet, so the GP still stands even if it's in a year's time. The riddle is as follows. First part middle, second part stealthy, third part food when crushed unhealthy. If you're in my Oldschool Runescape clan, please don't give away the answer because I've done this one with them. Anyways, onto the video. These are 10 random, useless pieces of Oldschool Runescape knowledge and facts that I've discovered that are funny, interesting, or just straight up silly. These have been found over my years playing the game or via the Oldschool Runescape wiki. Number 1. The Romeo and Juliet quest is a reference to Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Okay, I'm kidding. I know you knew that. But regarding the Romeo and Juliet quest, did you know that Juliet's father in game is called Droll Leptok, which is an anagram of Lord Capulet, her father's name in the original Romeo and Juliet? Number 2. So it's common knowledge that the higher level you are in a skill, the more proficient you are at it, right? But what if I was to tear your world apart? Turns out, when you cut in yew trees with the Dragon Axe specifically, you've actually got a lower success rate at 86 than you do at 85 wood cutting. This occurs at other levels too, 4 times in total. Due to this happening at a consistent pattern in the chart, this is more than likely due to a formula issue used to calculate the success rate of chopping a log. I just thought this was an interesting bit of information. Maybe not totally useless actually. So the next time your clan try to get you to do some skilling, just tell them that you're keeping woodcutting at 85 for that reason. Number 3. Now I feel like this one's more well known, but are there any Lord of the Ring fans? If so, head up to the Wilderness Volcano and drop a gold ring into it. Well, use it on it. A goblin spawns and states, "My precious, no," and then despawns, which is a reference to Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Number 4. There's a werewolf citizen in Canifis called Lilia. No, not that one, nerd. This one, found upstairs in the general store. If you examine her, she has some unique examine text that states, "She's looking for flowers," which seems really obscure for a werewolf chilling upstairs in a house. Turns out, Lilia is rushing for Lily, which makes the examine text make a lot more sense. I love how much detail's been put into the random characters sometimes, it adds flavour to the world. Number 5. Did you know there's a dairy cow in Xanaris? Well, maybe you did, but did you know that it's also considerably darker than their above world counterparts for no reason at all? For some reason, the developers just decided to recolour and use a different model. Well, I told you these facts would be useless. Number 6. We all know that you can get a beret from Easy Clues. 4 in fact. And for those poor souls who didn't study French in secondary school, the beret's text reads, "Parlez-vous français?" I butchered that, but that's fine. Which translates to, "Do you speak French?" Jagex love taunting us in ways we just don't always understand. Number 7. There's an in-game soundtrack called Norse Code. It's a music track that's unlocked on Jatizo. Normally unlocked when doing the Fremenic Isles quest, but you can unlock it anytime you go there. Most of you've probably heard it and don't recognise it, however did you know that the flute in the song actually plays Morse code? Which makes the name of the song make more sense obviously. Norse, referencing kind of Fremenics, and Morse code, obviously. The Morse code in the song actually spells RuneScape. Look at this sequence from the song on the Oldschool Runescape wiki page. As you can see, it shows you which letters are represented by which dits and dars in the song. I'm going to keep the sequence up and play the song now. Listen to the flute, you should be able to distinguish the dits and dars as short notes and long notes respectively, and you should be able to listen for it yourself. Did you catch him? If not, go back and rewind the video and try again, you'll definitely be able to figure them out. Number 8. Now if you think back to Recipe for Disaster, do you remember learning to make Asgardian ale? You make it by simply adding 1 gold coin to an Asgardian ale. When you make this, the in-game chat states, you drop the coin into the ale and watch it dissolve. However, when you examine it afterwards, it specifies, there is a coin at the bottom of this ale. Meaning either our character's an idiot who contradicts themselves all the time, which is possible if you look at some quests, or Jagex just love lying to us, or it was just an oversight. Number 9. Death is a cheater, which is kind of ironic because he lets you cheat death in a sense. When the Nightmare of Ashihama was released, Jagex pulled the rewards to the boss. One of these rewards was called the Siren's Tome. This was created from a drop from Nightmare called the Siren's Charm, and attaching it to a Mage's book and it would create the Siren's Tome. The Siren's Tome was proposed to be a new best in slot magic offhand, however although it passed the poll and the community wanted it in the game originally, Jagex decided not to release it as a reward due to the community concerns that it would devalue the Arcane Spirit Shield. As such, the item was removed, forgotten about, and is still not in the game to this day. Well, I say it's not in the game. If you enter Death's Domain and take a look behind him, you can actually see a Siren's Tome on the shelf, exactly as it was pictured. I wonder if someone died with it on a tournament world and he got his hands on it permanently. Either way, Death's a cheater. And finally, number 10. This is kind of a boring one, but did you know the Snowing Winter Todd was actually intended to be a boss of its own? Well, not really, but its examine text is almost identical to Jad's. The only difference is 3 dots. One states, "This is going to hurt," full stop, and one states, "This is going to hurt, ... It's kind of cool because obviously Winter Todd's to do with fire making, fight caves, fire, but also Winter Todd's to do with snow, so Jad can probably melt the ice. I have no idea what's going on, but I just thought it was a cool little tidbit that I found. And that's it. This is a short video, hope you enjoyed that, but like I said, I can't really get on any of my RuneScape accounts without the authenticator, because as we all know, you tick remember my login for 30 days and it never does, and you need an authenticator every time. So, thanks for watching. I'll be releasing Talman episode 2 soon, and I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Going to be releasing more Oldschool Runescape content, whether it's series, short videos like this, whatever people enjoy. And good luck with the riddle.